Okay, I got it working. I wasn't sure. Oh, hold on. Let me get this all set up. All right, cool. So, I was really struggling before because I was trying to get this started and it was not working. It kept popping up and saying like stream failed and stuff, and so that was really annoying. But I got it. So today we are going to so it's gonna sound a little weird. I'm streaming from my phone, which is not ideal, but I don't have like a camera setup or anything out here. So welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to be baking chocolate chip cookies, and we're going to be doing this with a recipe from my school. I'm in a baking class at school, and so for the baking class, I was gone on the days that we were baking, so I have to bake at home. So we're gonna make cookies, and I've had to cut a few corners, so they might be a little scuffed. But we're gonna try our absolute best. All right, so I've got the recipe up on my laptop with some notes on the side for some stuff that I had to figure out. So the first thing we're gonna do is preheat the oven. Here, I'll bring you over here with me. We're going to preheat this oven. So it says to preheat to 350, so that's how I'm gonna do it. Hey, you're on my fridge, by the way. I have you hooked up to my fridge through a tripod, so you know, a little different camera angles by opening and closing the fridge. All right, so after that, we're gonna start with the butter. Now the butter is like solid and it wants me to mix it, and I don't have a mixer. I'm gonna be hand mixing today. So we have a mixer, but I don't know where it is, so I'm gonna be hand mixing with this thing, which is not ideal, but that's okay. So I'm gonna cut the butter up so it's easier to mix. So I need a knife and probably a something to cut on. I'm using whatever this thing is. We have cutting boards. Am I still on camera? Hi. I thought maybe the mixer was down there. I have a cutting board right here. So let's start by cutting up the butter. I didn't have an intro to play today. Like I said, I am not in my room, so I don't have any of my overlays or anything for this. I don't have like a production computer out here. I'm sorry if it looks like if it's not as good as it would normally be. Like with chat on screen and stuff, I just don't have access to that out here until I am able to figure out a way to get like some cords out here and get a camera and somebody to produce while I'm out here. Oh my god, do you see the lighting on my skin? This is insane. There's a light right above me and it's not doing me any favors. Okay, so let me cut the butter up so it's easier to mix. Oh my god. Okay, that was terrifying. This knife is not very big. I have to make sure I'm still alive. I was cutting and my hands are all buttery and the knife is all buttery and my fingers slipped. I have to make sure that my fingers are still attached. Alright, cool. butter is cut. And I'm still alive. Which is better than usual. So, still alive, which is good. Also, my thing says 10 followers. I had 11 yesterday. I'm a little bit upset. Quite heartbreaking if you ask me. But also, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I'm well aware who unfollowed. So, okay. This needs to go in here. This isn't how gravity works. I won't be needing this again. Okay. I'm just gonna beat the fuck out of this butter. I feel like I understand why this is hard to mix now and why they use mixers. We're just gonna melt it. We're just gonna, hold on. We're just gonna melt it. So I'm just gonna melt, yeah, I'm gonna melt the butter. Frankly, it's way too hard to not melt. My hair's all messed up. But I feel like I can't really mix it without melting it, so I'm gonna melt it. Seems like 20 seconds was fine. Alright, so it's still solid, but it's warm now. It's a little liquidy, so yeah, it mixes way better. So this recipe is a little fun because it calls for 1.5 eggs, which I had to re-watch the video that my teacher made teaching us how to make this so I could see how to get half an egg. Okay, I'm just gonna say the butter's properly beaten because this shit is, I'm annoyed. Okay. So, alright, now we are adding the sugar and the brown sugar. And that is with measuring cups, which I did not grab. We'll use this one because I have it. So we need the sugar. This is sugar. This is brown sugar. We need a cup of brown sugar and a 3/4 cup of sugar. So I'm pretty sure this is like a liquid measuring cup, but it's okay. So 3/4 cup of sugar. Yeah, 3/4 cup of sugar. That's a fucking ton of sugar, Jesus Christ. What's up?
What are you doing out here?
I'm making cookies.
Why?
For school.
Yeah.
I'm serious, I have to.
Well, you should have done it a long time ago. You're being loud.
I was asleep.
I tried to wake you up 100 times.
I know. But I didn't. And that's my fault.
What are you doing? Are you on the phone?
No, I was using it to watch YouTube.
Well, literally, you're like banging everything.
I don't know how I could be.
I don't know. All I hear is the cupboard banging,
The cupboard is banging. Well, probably because I just got measuring cup.
If I were you and I was going to do something in the middle of the night, I would try to do it quietly.
Well, last time it didn't bother you guys. I think it's really just you.
Well, I'm a light sleeper, so you should try to be quiet.
You need to get like earplugs. I guess the 2 days I was gone, we decided to make cookies in class, and so I have to make them at home to make up for that.
And how are you going to prove that you did that?
We have to take a photo. We do that with all of our assignments.
Alright, well, clean it up.
I will. is a teaspoon of vanilla and 1.5 eggs. So I'm gonna do the vanilla first because it's the easiest. 1 teaspoon. Imitation vanilla extract. We have normal vanilla extract, like straight shit, but this is cheaper, so I'm using this. My hands are so covered in butter, I can't open it. Perfection. Now for 1.5 eggs, which is kind of a weird thing to do. I just want to get this on. I am terrible at this. Okay. Now for this next egg, I only need half an egg, so. Second egg cracking much better. I need to pull up my notes real quick. Okay, so I wrote down that half an egg is 2 tablespoons. So tablespoon, egg. You have to scramble the egg first, I forgot. Okay, now we can get 2 tablespoons. This is what's left. This is our half an egg that we don't need. And this is our 1.5 egg. Okay, it says to mix together well for 3 minutes on medium speed. Now this was made under the impression that you would have a mixer. I have my arm. I've started a 3-minute timer. It's going well. I've actually heard that's what good pussy sounds like. Hair in my face. I don't know how people do this shit all day. My arm's tired. This shit's boring. I don't mix this shit. The butter's not really mixing very well either. There's like chunks of butter in it. Also, weren't you supposed to freeze cookie dough? It doesn't say to do that in the directions anywhere. Oh, that's whatever. Minute 10 left on the clock just for mixing. You know, I think I mixed it well enough. I'm done mixing it. Yeah, let me use the rag that I just used for eggs to wipe my hands off. Alright, so it says to add baking soda, which I don't have. So we're using baking powder, which means you have to like triple it, so. I already used a teaspoon for vanilla, so we'll use half. Now 3/4 tablespoon of salt. Which means I can use a half a tablespoon. And 1/4 tablespoon. And that'll be enough for that. Now we're going to mix that. thirsty, so I'm gonna get some water. I have a cup of water in my room. I'll be right back. I got water. Okay. Okay. So now is the part where this is gonna get kind of weird. I need to add 3 cups of flour. This doesn't look like 3 cups to me, but we're gonna try. So we have almost exactly 2 cups of flour. Or maybe, yeah, like 2 cups of flour. So we're about a cup short on flour. So we're just gonna try our best. It says to add it 1 cup at a time. I've spilled flour everywhere. This is unreal. I'm gonna kill myself. That was terrible, but it's clean, so. And my mom can't beat me. 90% of my dough is in the whisk. I'm trying to get my dough back. It was wrongfully stolen. Okay, there's some excess flour. I need the flour to put on my hands. Keep my hands from sticking. The oven has been at time for so long. Oh, I washed my hands before stream, by the way, when I was getting all the ingredients. So now that we're out of flour, the recipe calls for 3 cups. I'm just gonna assume that that's too much because 2 cups did a fucking number on this recipe. And I almost feel like 2 cups was too much, so. Now is chocolate chip time. It wants me to measure out 2 cups of chocolate chips to then place into this recipe. So let me clean the measuring cup I just used for flour and sugar and brown sugar and literally everything up to this point, except for the shit that I use spoons for. bless me. I know if I pull hard enough on this, it'll explode, and I really don't want it to explode. I'm just gonna cut it. I must have gotten like flour at my nose or something. Contains about 4 cups, my ass. Cheers. I'm also gonna put these in with my hands. This seems like a fucking ton of chocolate chips, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm adding the last ones in myself. These are some good cookies. These are gonna be 2 really good cookies. No one. Oh, there's no. Cool. I dropped one. Hopefully it's okay without the extra cup of flour. I really hope that doesn't end up being anything. Okay, now for the process of bullshit. Let me clean up first, and then we'll get on to the baking. Stupid fucking popcorn maker earlier. I opened the cupboard and it fucking fell on me and all fell apart, and then I put it on top of the fridge and now here we are, and I opened the fridge and it fucking fell on me. It's cleanup time. Actually, I could probably just bring you with me to clean up time. I'm sure I can find somewhere to put this. I'm cleaning. Hold on. Oh, there's still egg in this. Not anymore. I forgot about the other half an egg that I had. It completely escaped my mind. Also, I can't believe that stuck there. Like, I'm happy it did. Like, I just kind of set it there and, like, hoped. But I didn't expect it to work. I thought it would fall, so. That's pretty sick. Alright, okay. This actually isn't too bad of an angle. I might use this for the next baking stream. Cleanup is the worst. I'll leave that up there for a little bit just to see like what adjustments. One adjustment I can already tell would be to lower the angle. Does it go any lower? That's a little too low, I think. Let's see. That doesn't feel much lower than it was. Also, it's angled. Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna test it like this to see how the audio records. Because this is all really just a test. I'm trying to have friends over this weekend. I think it'd be really fun to have a baking stream with them because all of us are dumb and don't know how to cook. And so I'm trying to test all different types of things while also doing technically homework. On my wrist is covered in cookie dough. Actually, it might have just been brown sugar. do you guys feel about Hogwarts Legacy? There's a big thing on Twitter about all that. The big like you know, supporting J.K. Rowling and shit, and how, you know, she's very extremely transphobic and bad, and so a lot of people have not been big on buying the game. So how do you guys feel about Hogwarts Legacy? What are like your opinions on that? Are you gonna buy it? Are you gonna, you know, boycott it? Like, how are you guys feeling about all that? Let me know. I'm interested. Oh no. Oh, I had to jump. It says with a regular spoon to spoon out the dough. And roll it into 1-inch balls. Is mine lit? I don't know, looks like. We don't have baking sheets, so this is a decent substitute. Does this look like an inch ball? Looks kind of big, doesn't it? I mean, it said using a teaspoon and then it said regular spoon. I'm just gonna use a teaspoon. Because those seem really big. This seems really small. This is going well. I still have a ton of cookie dough. We have these big ass thick like stone trays for like cooking bacon on, and they're so fucking loud. That did not go nearly as well as the other ones, and I'm very upset. Also, while I was scooping, I bent the fuck out of these teaspoons. The noises my dogs make are terrifying. I'm gonna be ambitious. I'm gonna put 16 on this plate, I think. Or maybe I won't. I have to split this up into 4 cookies. Okay, I have an idea. It's not my best, but I'm gonna try it. Freaks and Geeks by Childish Gambino stuck in my head. You wanna try it out? I don't remember. Cause I need some variation. Especially if she very Asian. What do you think would happen if I just baked that into one huge cookie? Do you think it would work? Or no, I should probably split it in half. No, I am no pussy. I have to take a photo of these cookies for school, for my teacher. So I'm not gonna take a photo of the big one or the second plate. I'm just gonna take a photo of the first 12. I got a camera. I might have a another camera. I would take it with my phone, but I'm streaming. So this has been a mildly entertaining stream, though. I hope this is enjoyable to watch me bake. I also hope I can end it relatively soon, because I would very much like to keep this under an hour and a half, because it seems like videos that are just over an hour, like an hour 10, hour 12, do pretty well on YouTube. The longer videos aren't pushed very hard, and when you're a streamer, it's kind of tough. Short content is being pushed really hard on YouTube right now. Long content is not, but it seems like my hour-long streams do a little bit better than my 2-hour-long streams, or actually it's kind of a decent amount better. We're talking 30 views to 60. It's about double, not naturally, on hour-long ones versus the 2-hour-long ones. So I would like to keep it below an hour and a half just to be safe. It says front-facing camera. Do I have a back-facing camera? Main camera. Oh, my main camera's... Whoa, that's strange. Okay. Perfect. I have to get a photo of them when they're done as well. But I low-key forgot how long to cook them for, so... What's your guys' top 5 favorite rappers? That's what I was thinking about while I was watching that. My top 5 is probably Kid Cudi, Kanye, Kendrick, Keem, and then Childish Gambino. And then if you were to keep going, it'd be like Tyler, and then Mac, and then and Cudi's not even really, I don't know, it's hard to call Cudi a rapper, but I'm gonna do it anyway. God, who am I forgetting? J. Cole's up there, in the top 10 at least. What's that, like 8? Quinn. I'm trying to think of my Apple Music playlist and what's on it. Drake is definitely up there. Her Loss was really good. And 21 Savage probably up there as well in the top 10. Because I really like 21 Savage. Quinn, it's just water. It's not all that interesting. That's the second time I spilled water this week. Or, well, I guess it depends on what you count as this week. Fuck. I spilled a cup of water on Saturday on my desk, like an entire cup of water, and I was super. I had to freak. I got my mouse pad all wet, and my computer. Not really. My computer's under my desk, so when shit happens like that, it's usually pretty safe. I don't think it didn't get very wet. But like my headphone wire and some of my other wires got wet, and I had to kind of turn my computer off and like dry all that really fast. So that was really annoying, actually. No, we're not collaboration. My oven has been at 350 for like an hour. Okay, it says 350 for 10 minutes. And then when you get them out, you leave them on their tray for a few minutes, and then you move them to the wire rack. Of course, getting the racks out is about as loud as it could ever be. Two in the fucking morning. Okay. Well, I've got those two cooking. We have to kill 10 minutes. I'm gonna kill those 10 minutes by getting new water. Or wait. That wasn't even my water. Well, I'm not sure who left that there, but it almost cost me my life. 10 minutes on the clock. While I'm cooking those first 2 dozen, I'll see if those come out well or if they're gonna need more time. The bottom ones might need a few more minutes because they're on the second rack. And then I'll cook the big one, which will probably need like 15 or 16 minutes realistically. I mean, maybe. I turned the oven light on so I could see. Those balls are really big, and I'm realizing I didn't put that much side space between them. I definitely think some of them are gonna connect and merge, but I'll just have to like break them apart. My last ones though, I didn't know that when you put them on the baking rack afterwards, they keep cooking, and so they were really soft in the oven, and I cooked them for extra long because of that. And then when I took them out, I put them on the baking rack to cool, and in the morning they were crispy. This is a school recipe though, from my teacher. Now I was short a cup of flour, to be fair, which is probably a good thing because of how big the dough is, because like it's kind of like it's gonna expand a lot. So it's probably a good thing I was short that cup of flour. But we'll see what happens. I'm nervous. Hopefully none of the ones towards the top expand off the rack. I put them very close to the top. I should probably move them. Alright, I scooted them all down. The dough is beginning to, the chocolate and dough are beginning to melt. Or, well, the chocolate is, I don't know if the dough melts, but it's melting. Or something. Gwen, get out of here. Go. My dogs are licking the floor. I must have spilled like flour or something. I'm gonna have to go back through this and find where I fell. Where I slipped. I am definitely getting a clip of that. Me cleaning up the flour and then slipping. That's perfection, and I cannot wait to see how that comes out. Gwen, get out of here. He's licking the fridge. I dropped some cookie dough in the fridge, and I have no clue where it went. So hopefully that doesn't become a problem. Quinn, go. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go. Okay, he's just standing there. How's the world doing? I'm just chilling here. You've been live for an hour 17, which I thought this would take longer, to be honest with you. We still have 4 minutes left on the cooking. They are beginning to round out and expand. They might need some more time now that because the 10 minutes was for the 1-inch balls, and these are bigger, so we'll let the timer run down to see what happens. But if they don't seem to be very cookie-like by the time the 4 minutes is done, I will add like 2 or 3 more minutes for like 12 to 13 minutes. That seems pretty fair. 12, 13 versus just 10. 10 seems kind of low, but I see that they're beginning to widen. That fucking thing, I don't know how long I'm gonna cook that bitch for. And actually, I'll probably have to move it onto another tray. I'll probably have to bring these out, let them sit, and then take them off, put them on the baking rack, and then move that big ass ball onto one of these trays so that it has enough room to expand, because I don't think it's gonna have enough room on that tray. So that's what I'll do. So I can take the shit off of that tray, and then the foil, and then put it away. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Well, while we're sitting here, go check out my YouTube video. New YouTube video was posted yesterday, last night. It is my peanut butter and jelly tutorial. But also it's not just that, like it's more than that. Well, it is a PB&J tutorial, but it was kind of like just a random thing I did, a video. And it's a little bit, I think it's a little bit funny. It's kind of more like a comedy based thing than actually teaching how to make a PB&J, but I find it kind of fun. So if that's something that seems interesting to you, go check that out. Music, I have new music coming out soon. I'm about, I don't know, halfway. What's more than a quarter but less than a half? A third, or maybe a third is way done with the album. So go check out. We have 2 singles out right now on the record store on SoundCloud. Alright, so 2 singles. Getting the album done piece by piece. I did 2 songs last night. So that's interesting. I recorded the 2 songs last night, and I recorded the intro to the album as well. And I recorded the interlude a few weeks ago, or like a week ago. It's been slow moving because I've just been dealing with a lot of other shit. I've had a lot of other shit going on with school and friends and just life in general. So it's been a little bit slow moving, trying to keep up with it, and streaming as well. You know, this is my first stream of this week, and it's a Thursday night. I missed Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. I was gonna stream last night, but I just could not come up with any ideas. I texted a friend. He was like, "Dude, I don't know." So since we couldn't come up with anything, I just decided to scrap it, and I made the PB&J video just to put something out into the world that day. And then I ended up recording some music. So I do fine though. There's about a minute left, and the cookies still look kind of rough. I might give them some more time. I do find though that the nights where I express myself creatively, I tend to be in a better mood the next day. As well as, it's just like, once I get the creative juices flowing, like right now, like after this stream, I might go work on music, because now that I have the creative juices flowing, it's a little bit easier for me. And last night I had my flow on point. I was doing good. And then today I was trying to find some new beats, and I was trying to just freestyle on them and see if I was feeling them. And I just was not flowing as well as I was last night. So about 15 seconds left. I don't know that these cookies are done, to be honest with you. There's a crazy song playing in my room right now. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a few more minutes. Timer, let's go 1 minute 30. Also, it just occurred to me that My Chemical Romance is playing in my room, so hold on. It's a Pay Money What Me stream archive. The beginning was, it started with him playing in My Chemical Romance. I like My Chemical Romance, so I'll let it slide. I was just worried about copyright, but I don't really care. You can barely hear it in the background. I don't think it'll be that big a deal on YouTube or Twitch. I don't think it'll matter enough for copyright or copyright claim or DMCA. So, and Wubby's live. Well, not live. It's an archive, but you know, Payment and Wubby's actually what Payment and Wubby and Voice Critical are what inspired me to get back into streaming. I used to stream on Twitch back when I was doing Phase 5, and I was uploading montages to YouTube. I would stream myself getting the clips, and then I started streaming on YouTube for a while, just for fun, and then I kind of quit, and then I was like, I should start streaming on Twitch. Once I got all my like set up for Christmas, I was like, I'll start streaming on Twitch. And I started watching Pay Money Wubby. I started catching Wubby's lives and Critical's lives, and I was like, yeah, this will be fun. This is something I want to do. So I started. Okay, let me get the cookies out. Oh, fuck. I didn't plan this out well. I went to grab the corner and I crushed a cookie, and I'm realizing I have nowhere to set this other set of cookie tray. Okay, I crushed 2 cookies mildly, but I'm gonna let them sit. I'm gonna let them sit for 2 minutes to cool down, but here they are. My nose is all here. Where are the chocolate chips in this one? See, that's the one I crushed getting it out. And that one. And then on this one. Actually, looks like I didn't touch either of these, but they flattened out. None of them are connected. This one is permanently fucked. Although, the middle still looks kind of raw. I better, like, check. I guess I didn't think of that. I think it's fine, because last time this is how the cookies were. I thought the middle was raw, and I kept cooking them, and then they, by the time the middle was done, they completely crisped over the, on the tray. Also, I had a bite of, like, I cut one, and there was a little chocolate, and I took a bite of it, and it just tasted like fucking flour, which, like I said, I feel like there was too much flour. 3 cups of flour seemed like a fucking ton, and I only put in 2, and it still seems like that's way too much fucking flour. So I don't know. I feel like they taste very much like flour, at least a little bit. But I did see one thing that said the best way to know the best way to know if cookies are done is to pick them up and see if they hold their form. And they do. They're holding their form quite well, actually, so. I broke one. It's all falling apart. When I was getting it off the tray, part of it was stuck to the tray and part of it wasn't, and I picked it up and it just completely did a barrel roll and it's in pieces now. I guess it's a good thing that I made a bunch, although some of them look rough. Like this one, I think was one of the 1-inch ones I made, and it spread out so thin. I'm not sure how not raw that one is. I think I'm gonna throw that cookie I showed you away because it's not really a cookie, I don't think. Also, it was not really holding its form. I think it might have been raw. I think Wubby's in my room justifying a hentai lock screen, or a hentai desktop. I will say the ones on the second rack seem to have cooked better than the top. Okay, there's the first rack. Now I'm gonna set up the second one. Yeah, there are pieces from that one cookie that I showed you. I don't think that shit was done. That shit had to have been raw. Holy fucking Christ. Get the fuck off. God, this one fucking cookie would not get off my fucking spatula. I dropped a huge piece of it because it was stuck to my fucking spatula, dude. It's so annoying. Oh, fuck you. Holy fucking shit. They're so soft, I can't pick them up to scoop them or anything. I think this top row was thinner balls because the bottom of these cookies are thin. Just get off it. How hard is it? Holy. Oh, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I went to scoop and I ripped the foil. Get the fuck off the spatula. I don't care. I don't care. I could not care less. Just get off the spatula. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We ended up about 20 cookies. There's 22, but about 3 or 4, or 2 or 3 or 4 of them are about fucked, so it's about 18. Nice thing about foil is after you're done with it, fuck, it's hot. After you're done with it, there's no mess. Except for that, I guess one of the cookies came off the foil onto the tray. Here's a second rack containing mostly of first rack cookies. As you can see, they did not fare as well. One of them got chocolate over my counter. Okay. I probably shouldn't pick that up. These trays seem to be about the same size. It's time for the huge cookie. Timer. I started the timer at 15 minutes. I don't know if that'll be long enough or too long. I really don't know how it's gonna go. Like, at all. I have not the slightest clue. So, I'm gonna keep an eye on it for the most part. I'm getting water. I have to get a photo of these done cookies, so I'm gonna take a photo of my second tray, because the second tray looks a lot better. It's not perfect. I mean, it's not perfect, but that other tray looks just terrible, so. We'll see how the big cookie goes. It's about 2 minutes into cooking. It looks very warm. Ow, 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 ow. I hit my elbow and like right on the side of it, like the perfect spot, right on the bone, dude. Right on the corner. Like it was a light hit, but it was that I think it was the funny bone. Because it was that one spot where it hurts really bad. Even though it was a light hit, it was like nerve damage. It also said that I could have put a photo of any cookie recipe I wanted and followed whatever. And I didn't. It's 2:38 a.m. by the way. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to have my face in it when I turn in assignments. I wasn't sure if I needed to have my face in it when I take cookie pictures. My face was not in the first photo, so I put my face in this one to hopefully counteract that and prove that this is in fact my cookies. I wanted to make sure it wasn't hot. This heat pad is covered in chocolate. It has just occurred to me, I have no clue where I'm gonna put this fucking cookie. I don't think there's enough space on the other bake rack for it. There definitely is not. 5 minutes in, it's just a ball. It's just a lump. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna put this tray away, but I have no clue where I'm gonna put this fucking cookie. But also, the bake racks are not big enough to hold them. I don't even think if I had an empty bake rack, it would hold it. Get both of these on camera for a cinematic shot. That'll end up being a thumbnail on YouTube, so. Get a nice little thumbnail shot before I get in the way of those rough cookies. Oh, my water. Alright, 9 minutes left. And the cookie is just now beginning to spread out. It's just occurred to me that I probably should have flattened it, maybe. I probably shouldn't have just left it as a huge ball. I probably should have maybe flattened it down into maybe a cookie shape and then allowed it to become a cookie that way. So I'm gonna attempt to flatten it with my spatula. Never mind. It's spreading out pretty good on its own. Right now it's like a big circle and there's just a lump in the middle. I'm hoping that will spread out into a cookie. I tried to press down on it and I didn't get very far. So still about 8 minutes. We'll see how much it spreads out. If it doesn't spread out too much by then, I'll add some more time. It is like quadruple the cookie size, so it's possible that it will need like 20 minutes or 30. So, also my idea of getting a stream less than 2 hours, not happening. We're at hour 46 already. Earlier, when my mom came out here, and she didn't believe that I was making these for school, that's because I had already made cookies once before. I made peanut butter cookies like a month ago, a few weeks ago. It was like my first day of the cooking class. I made some just because I wanted them. I wanted peanut butter cookies. I like peanut butter cookies, so I made some peanut butter cookies. And the next, they were really big. I ended up with like 12 big ones. And then the next day, everybody's like, "Why'd you make cookies?" And I was like, "Just for fun." And I was like, "Oh, that's weird." And I did it at night. I kind of left a mess. And then so this time she was, I was being loud and she's also not excited about me making more cookies. So, cheers. Stay hydrated. If you're living an active lifestyle, drink lots of water. If you're not, drink when you're thirsty. But stay hydrated, because being dehydrated is terrible. I've been there 2 or 3 times. It's the worst. I mean, like, badly dehydrated. Like, I was sick, and then I wasn't getting out of bed because I was sick, and then I got so dehydrated that it was, like, actually insane. Like, I remember the first time it happened, I was, like, 8. I got the flu when it was like a big deal. The flu had come back or something in middle school, and I got the flu, and it was like, it could kill people. It's like, it's a flu, it might kill some kids if they get it, and I got it. And I remember I was super sick, and I was young, and I was like 8, and I kept trusting farts and shitting my pants. I remember I kept shitting my pants, but I was at home in my parents' bed, laying there dying, right? I'm so tired I can barely move. I have Roman Atwood. Roman Atwood played on the TV all day, and even though I slept through 90% of it, I'd wake up, see Roman, be like, "Cool, smile more, go back to bed." But I was laying in the bed just dying, basically. And I was so thirsty, and there was a bottle of water next to me that I could have swore was empty. It was heartbreaking, because I could not get up to fill it. I was dying. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm actually really hot right now. It's really hot in here because of the oven. So I'm sitting there, I'm dying, I'm thirsty. I started having really weird dreams, but you know, I'm sick. Fever dreams are normal. And then I started having dreams about drinking water. Like I'd wake up, my mouth was dry, I wanted water so bad, I was dying. And I was dreaming about drinking water. Like I was having dreams where I was opening up like a 5-gallon Colgan bottle and drinking it because I was so thirsty. My body was like, bro, all you can think about right now is fucking water, right? And it was terrible. And then I remember I rolled over and I was like, I'm just gonna pick the bottle up. If it's in, then I'll take it to the sink to fill it up. I picked the bottle up and it was full. It was full of water this whole time. I had this little water bottle right next to me. It was full of water this whole time. And I opened that shit and chugged it, filled it up, chugged it, filled it up, chugged it, and went back to bed. It happened again more recently because I was sick again. I wasn't getting out of bed. And then 4 minutes left and the cookie spread out pretty decently, but it does still need to spread quite a bit more. I was sick, I wasn't getting out of bed, and I was so thirsty. I started again, I knew it was bad because when I first got dehydrated as a kid, I had about 10 or 11 dreams about drinking water before I finally drank water. Like, I didn't think it mattered. I was just like, man, I'm so thirsty, I'm dreaming of drinking water. And then I just go back to bed because I couldn't get water. The second time, I was getting really thirsty and I was going back to bed and I had one dream. I had a dream where I drank some water. I like just opened a bottle and took a drink and it was so refreshing. And when I woke up, I was like, you need fucking water. And I got up and I pulled myself out of bed and I got fucking water as soon as that happened. Because God, I remember how miserable it was being dehydrated. It is truly terrible. You have like nothing. You have weird dreams. Everything feels just crazy. You almost feel delusional. Like everything feels bad. You feel terrible. You feel like sick. And if you're already sick, being dehydrated makes it so much worse. And you know, it makes you feel sick. It makes you feel terrible. Everything feels like delusional. Like your brain isn't functioning. Your body feels terrible. You have no energy. You can barely wrestle around to do anything. Like it's horrendous. So stay hydrated. And it's not enjoyable to be dehydrated. Some people get so dehydrated they pass out, and then you have to go to the hospital, and they have to pump you full of water through a needle. So don't end up like that. But you know, stay hydrated. It's important. There's a good portion, actually, I believe 70% of the human body is water. I don't know how true that is, but that's what you always hear. But then you know things happen where it's like, well, it's different for everybody or something. I don't know. But I think on average, the human body is about 70% water or something. So it's a big deal to keep yourself hydrated and keep water in your body and in your blood and moving around. You need to keep water in your system to keep yourself feeling good and doing good. So stay hydrated. It's a big deal. Got about a minute 40 on the clock. It's spread out pretty good, but there's still a pretty good lump in the middle, so it might take a little bit more time, but not very much. Maybe it might spread out in this last minute. We'll see what happens. It's pretty humongous currently. I'm not going to show you guys. I want to, but I'm not. I'll show you guys at the end. Oh, I think the heater just kicked on, which I don't know how the fuck the heater could be on. It's maybe 72 degrees, and the rest of the house was fucking like 77 right here in this part of the house. Because I've been cooking. About a minute left. Still a big lump in the middle of this. It has not spread out very well. It's reminding me. One of these cookies had a pretty big lump in the middle too. These cookies though have been sitting here for about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna try to eat one. I'm gonna eat a shitty one. Very soft. I will say this one is very doughy. Like, I put an extra 5 minutes on the timer because it still needs some time to spread out, I think. Just a little bit though, not very much. They're good. Wubby watching a critical video. They're good. The chocolate really saves it. Very soft, very doughy. Chocolate is melted very good. They taste good because it's chocolate. But I did notice the first bite tasted quite a bit like flour. Or at least there was a relatively decent floury taste, you know what I mean? And this chocolate chips kind of saved it. So the big cookie, I put another 5 minutes on the clock. It's still spreading out. I mean, it's actually realistically probably fine. I'll give it probably these last 30 seconds just to, I don't know, there's still 3 minutes on it. The middle's pretty big, and I definitely want to let that part get cooked. But it does seem, my nose is all stuffy, I'm sorry. For the most part, probably because it's warm in here. For the most part, pretty good, so. Anyway, my nose, dude, I hate allergies. It gets too warm, my nose gets stuffy. It gets too cold, my nose gets stuffy. I also noticed that my nose gets stuffy when I hang out with friends. I don't know if that's because of like the warmth or what. But when I'm hanging out with people, my nose gets super stuffy. Winter, it's cold, my nose gets stuffy and it runs and I get allergies. Spring, I get allergies because of the pollen in the air and a lot of the rain. Fall, my allergies are terrible because of the pollen in the air and the leaves falling off the trees. And summer, it's super warm, so my nose usually gets stuffy. Like, there's no time of the year. There's like a 2-month gap, like maybe July and August, where my nose is mostly fine. And then I continue on with the rest of my life, constantly being congested. It's just the way it works for me. And actually, January wasn't too bad. I wasn't very congested in January, except for a little bit in the beginning. February's been kind of rough. Like the beginning of this week, my nose was runny, and I noticed because I was thinking about using I have this nasal spray. I was like, oh, I better start using my nasal spray again because my nose is fucked. But I'm doing fine for the most part. It doesn't seem to matter too much. I'm just gonna leave it in for these there's a minute and a half. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna let it cook for that, and then I'm done. It's mostly spread out. The middle is still pretty lumpy, but that could just be, it could just be done spreading out, realistically. I'm even, for this last minute, I'm gonna turn the oven off. I'm gonna turn the oven off for the last minute. So for the last minute of it cooking, the temperature is declining. At least a little bit. So we'll see what happens. About a minute left on the clock. I already said that. 50 seconds. But it's pretty big. I think this will be an exciting little thing to look at. Again, I have no clue where I'm gonna set it. I don't have a baking rack big enough. Well, it might fit on like one of the baking racks. It was empty, but I don't know if we have any more baking racks. Five seconds, realest motherfucker in the game like Tron. 3, 2, 1. Got it. I'm looking for some variation, especially if she very Asian. The cookie is very brown. I think it's very possible I left it in for too long. Okay, the oven's open so it can air out, but at the 2 hour mark, the big cookie is done, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I might have left it in for too long. 20 minutes might have been too long. I doubled the cooking time, but here's a look at it. I was trying to give a sort of like comparison. It's about the size of my whole hand spread out. Letting the oven air out, but yeah, I have nowhere to put this cookie. I have no clue what I'm gonna do with it. So I'm gonna put the baking racks back over to the counter. Actually, yeah, let me unstick the cookie first. Okay, I unstuck it. It broke a little bit when I was trying to pull the spatula out because it was kind of stuck, but it is unstuck from the thing now, so. I don't have a baking rack to put it on, so I'm just gonna leave it on the tray, or on the tray. I don't know what to call it. But yeah, so cookies are done. Big cookies done. Give you another look at it real quick. I didn't know that recipe made so much cookie dough. So I was a little ill prepared coming into this. I'm gonna be honest. But if you tuned in, thank you. If you're watching later on YouTube or on the VOD on Twitch, thank you very much for watching. Follow me on Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the video, you know, whatever you want to do. I don't really care. It just helps me know what to do and what you guys like, and you know what does well, you know, to come up with ideas for the future. It's almost 3 in the morning, so you know, get some sleep. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I have school in the morning, so I have school in about 5 hours, so I'm fucked. But you know, if you enjoyed, you know, make sure to, you know, comment down below, you know, do something, you know, it's fun. It's good to sit here and do this and make content and also get homework done. So thank you all so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. This is my first stream on my phone, so I'm definitely gonna watch a good portion of this on my computer and listen to it and see how the audio sounds, just how it all works, and the different points that I put it in, and how the different sounds all work out, you know. See if it'll be, you know, good to do again. It's a good test just to see if I can do it again. I had a lot of fun. These are gonna be really good in the morning and stuff, so lots of cookies, lots of fun. I think everybody in my family likes chocolate chip cookies, so they're chilling. Turn the light in the oven off because that costs money to have on, you know, power bill. I have a flour, but I don't think I really needed much more flour because it kind of tastes like flour. So 3 cups seems like a lot, to be honest, but also I feel like maybe the serving size of like a teaspoon per cookie was probably counteracts it tasting like flour, but you know, who knows. So I appreciate you if you're watching, if you made it this far in. I know it's a 2-hour stream and these don't do very well on YouTube, but if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and continue to watch. It means a lot. I'm excited to do more stuff like this. Hopefully, this wasn't too big of a deal, but I like to do bigger things. I like to get a camera that I can do bigger things, and you know, just shit like that. So, thank you so much. I will see all you guys possibly Saturday night or early Sunday morning, like 3 a.m. kind of thing, you know. But you know, I'll see all you guys like Saturday, Sunday. Hopefully, if I can get a stream going. Probably won't be a stream tomorrow, so the stream tonight, but I might be able to squeeze one in. We'll see what happens. Thank you, and goodbye.